Footy Scout is going to be checking for that Ancient of War immediately. Is gonna find it. I wonder how much you can do here. With Immolation, you can creep this pretty fast. It's probably gonna take some Wisp repair. MK creeping green camp. Not going for the instant expansion. Isn't that normally what they always do? Instant expo? Looks like a bit of a different creep route here. Item for the Demon Hunter, Talisman of Evasion. Very nice. Of course he goes Immolation, Mana Burn in this matchup. So now he's going to have the Evasion along with everything else. And as you can see, not so hard to creep this camp here, but it does take a lot of mana. Demon Hunter down to only 100 mana points. MK gets a level 2 here as well. Gloves. Periapt. Periapt pretty bad actually, but more gloves, more bash, more carnage. Yeah, the bash really seems to be the dangerous thing about the MK right now. He's gonna start running out of mana at some point, of course, against the Demon Hunter. But then the bashes can still be very hard to deal with. Especially once the MK gets boots. And there it is! Fast expansion by Kaho on tier 1. This is looking very inspired by Moon. He's even going for a Hunter Assault. There's going to be a late tech for Kaho. He's going to add in hunts soon. I wonder how many. Cool.
Oh, yeah, brother.
Sail Hayton with the resub. Thank you very much. Yeah, new evolution in this matchup. I think this tier 1 expo stuff, something we haven't seen too much of before. As mentioned, Moon showed it yesterday. Looked very good against Infi. And you know me. I love my fast expo meta. I love my 2-base meta. So I am a fan. No, MK thinking about moving out, but look at Kaho in perfect position for the counterattack. And in he goes. Okay. What now? MK, do you fall back? I guess you have to. He's got the dust here, so some archer kills might be very easy to pick up. Thank you, McNoise, with the resub. Oh, Demon walking into that surround. But of course, he's got the TP. He can do some decent damage here. It does look like he is stuck, though. Like a step, bro. No foot is going down. Demon Hunter, how close does he want to do it? Moments like these, Bash can be very dangerous. Even now, super hurt. It's going to take a lot of moon juice to heal up. These 2 moon hoods are basically full. Now they're empty. But it's a great timing for the Night of Counter expansion. It's going to be mining before 6 minutes 30. That is amazing. Hunts, of course, going to be fairly weak in the late game. But right now, for this early game, to stabilize, they're very good. Demon has to be a bit more careful now, having no TP anymore. And yeah, that shop was very, very much needed. Healing up the footies. Pretty even game so far. Not too much has happened yet. But with the Night having such a fast expansion, normally we tend to think that he's in a good spot. But yeah, the expo is very fast, but the Night Elf tech isn't as fast as usual. It's a very late tech for Night Elf standards because of the quick expansion, because of the Hunter's involvement. I think 3 hunts is a pretty healthy number. Very good for the early game to stabilize, but you don't want to overmake them for them then to get owned by the rifles later. Alright, 40 with the first aggressive move out. Uh-oh. Creep camp here. Woken up. Not ideal. But he's too late to take out the Haunted. Entangled, I mean. And this way you want to have the hunts. You want to have something to fight against the footies. Archers only would be getting massacred here. But the hunts are doing well. And the MK still doesn't have much mana. Hunts can also nicely counter-surround the Demon Hunter. If there's a Stormbolt surround attempt on the Demon, Hunts can move in, make that more difficult. This is a cool build. Question here is just, can Kaho get to tier 3 and Bears quickly enough? He has to rush tier 3 for sure. I think he's gonna have to hit the tier 3 button immediately over everything else. No, not what he's doing so far. He's going Naga first. Whoa. He's going Moonglaive upgrade. Oh, that seems risky to me. It makes the hunts better, sure. But that's further investment in hunts, which are, again, not the best late game unit. Okay, let's see how it works out. Kaho indeed is not rushing tier 3 the way I thought he would want to do this, but he's staying tier 2, investing in hunts, going for dryads. He is very strong right now on the map, especially once the dryads join. But once we have the human death ball assembled, 70 supply plus, I wonder how that line of army is going to be faring then. Now the tier 3 starts. So 4 hunts with improved glaives, moon glaives. Oh, demon. Gonna have to use the invuln here immediately, maybe. Oh, nope, never mind. Kaho keeping a cool head. And of course, the heal scrolls here at the shop are insanely important. Only one shop on this map. Stormbolt misses. Kaho looking really good here so far, isn't he? Nice item here also for the Naga. Robo the Magi. The amount of items are decent. He's got one very good one and then a bunch of whatever. But look at the MK, still no level 3. I'm a bit worried that the bears might take too long. We'll see about that. Important camp here. Both would love to get the Warlord. Oh, if Kaho gets the second heal scroll, that would be so big. Oh, and he did! Kaho gets both heal scrolls. That is absolutely huge. A player's forces are under attack. Human army creeping elsewhere. It's going to be an easy camp for Kaho right here. MK, not really a big threat so far this game. What a cool build. Fast expo with hunts. Delayed tech. Prioritizing the gold over a faster tech, over heavy mid-game map control. He still had mid-game map control once the Naga was out. Really cool build. I like this a lot by Kaho. Looking cool. I feel like against this build, AM would be way better, by the way. Creep level 3, go for Watch Elemental Harass, mess with the expansion. But yeah, the meta right now is MK first. Okay, hunts are beginning to fall off here. Taking a lot of damage. Only one archer died though, Hunt's still alive, but healing them up isn't too easy either. As it turns out, Hunts don't have rejuvenation, that's just the bears. Bears now on the way, master training. And more bears. What's the supply saying here? We do have 40 quite a bit ahead in supply. But we have to keep the heal scrolls in mind as well. Both right now on the Night Elf side. Macro-wise, I feel like this is basically a perfect game by Kaho so far. And I've never seen this exact build before. Okay, 40 still trying his luck here. All in it is. Good old human death ball. Almost 80 supply. But no heal scrolls. And no MK level 3 yet. Archmage has to carry this with the level 2 Blizzard. And here the big question is, how good are these hunts gonna be now? I feel like Kaho didn't have to go for the 4th Huntress, didn't have to go for the upgrade, could have tried to go for bears earlier, maybe. We need more bears. Oh, I was praising his macro earlier, now he's Not producing from the lore. Oh, Kaho. Macroing here is very, very important. No production. No production. Oh, now he continues, but it's a bit later than it could have been. Blizzard doing big damage. We got hit scrolls against it, of course. Target fire on the Demon Hunter. He has the Ankh, so he's glad to go down once here. Getting bashed. Tower's gonna be up soon, by the way. Fortitude with a decent chance to win this game. Good mana burn. AM is now low on mana. There's a second heal scroll. And the towers are up. Oh, Kaho. This is looking rough. Allowing these towers to finish. Maybe something he shouldn't have done. Staff out. Demon is safe. Kind of crazy that this push is working out so well for 40, even without heal scrolls. 2 ammo upgrades, by the way, on the bears. No attack upgrades. 40 is still just winning this, isn't he? Great shot position as well, protects the towers. Now he finally has some healing. Could even buy some heal scrolls now. At least one should be available. Can Kaho somehow break the siege? Ooh, the Blizzard makes the repair close to impossible. Kind of crazy. Kaho seemed to have the perfect early game, also a very strong mid game. Maybe he overinvested in hunts. It does kind of feel that way to me. I feel like the 4th Huntress and the Moonglaive upgrade didn't really do anything. The 3 hunts to stabilize the early game were really, really nice, really helpful, as far as I can tell. But it seemed like they are a liability late game. That's just the thing. Hunts are just garbage late game. It is what it is. Even nowadays, even with the improvement, even with being better with Moonglaives, still shit in the late game. Well, he could just fall back here. Honestly, there's not too much for him to fight for anymore at this position. Quite a bit of damage on this MK here. We have seen Night Elves being able to beat 2 base human with 1 base. But for that, normally you need to have outstanding hero levels. That is not really the case here. Demon Naga close to double level 4, but what they would need here is double level 5. Good old tier 2 all-in push is still very much the meta for humans in this matchup. Kind of surprised that Kaho didn't get higher in supply, considering how early the expansion was. I wonder if he could have improved, perfected this build a bit more. Okay, Demon to level 4, I guess that's a good level up. Naga level 4 didn't really do anything, except for the stats. New Geo Life attempt is seen. Could be cancelled. It looks like 40 right now is rather looking for a fight. Big breaker frontline now. Very tough for the demon to get into position for the mana burn. There it is. Dispel though on the anti-magic. Now can be slowed again. Can be bolted again. Hammer to the head. Heal scroll is in. Breakers with really good upgrades here. 1-2 upgrades on these breakers. Out-kiting the bears seemingly with ease. Is there another heal scroll? Oh yes there is. It's gonna be huge value. Look at it. Look at it. Heal scroll. Boom! Ah, beauty! I mentioned this yesterday on the cast. Wouldn't it be cool if when you use the heal scroll, there's a green number popping up for how much you healed? Similar to how we have numbers showing up for mana burn and for crit, you know? I think that would be super cool. Also, it helps you to see when a heal scroll is used, because sometimes it's kind of hard to spot unless you're looking closely for it. Chad is saying, no, it wouldn't. Okay, Mr. Grinch. It's 250. First of all, it's 150, not 250, lol. But no, it's not about what it heals on a single unit, but in totality, how much it healed.
A player's forces are under attack.
Perfect timing here to strike down the expansion before it has paid off. Forty gonna lock in the 1-0 here. I wonder if Kaho's gonna try this build again, or if now he's giving up on it. The expo timing was excellent, but in the end the push still seemed to be rather one-sided. Kind of crazy, right? He got the expo up at 6 minutes 30, even a bit earlier. He got both heal scrolls. MK was level 2, but he still couldn't defend the push. Ideally, you would love to fast expand without hunts, but if you don't have hunts, and that footy attack is coming across the map only with demon and archers, it's hard to hold. Unless demon is level 3, maybe? Level 3 demon with level 2 immolation might be able to do it.
A player's forces are under attack.
Like I said, Moon played this style also quite a bit yesterday in a show match against Infi. And he won 4 games, the first 4 in the Play All 5 series. He won those 4 games, looking really good. Then on map 5 he plays Keeper First and loses that game very decisively, because Keeper First is Giga Garbage. Night Elf army is very strong right now, to be honest. We got a level 5 Naga, Demon close to 5 as well. Sick upgrades. 2-3 on the Dryad Bears. Khadgar's Pipe. Okay, that's actually very good. That's a lot more rejuve. Kaho is hoping that when the main runs out, he can walk over his little tree. Get back to 1 base. But he doesn't have Nature's Blessing, and lumber is very low. In fact, he has hardly any lumber wisps left. Largemouth base with the resub. Thank you. Why did Night Elf stop playing Potomass Hunts versus everybody? Didn't Neutron do this? I mean, Potomass Hunts on the pro level was only a short while a thing against Night Elf. So a Knight of Mirror. In other matchups, it was never close to good enough. Similarly, how the Keeper first is weak, the Potter first is also very weak. Forty taking his time here. He even went to tier 3 in the meanwhile. 40 normally only does this when he's very far ahead. Never really went about killing the Expo. 40 first wants to kill the Expo on tier 2. Then he knows he has time. And then he goes tier 3. And then he can go for crazy upgrades. And I think there is... Going into high upkeep here, I think makes a lot of sense, by the way. I feel like this human army... You need 80 supply to have the perfect tier 2 human army. But if you want to go tier 3... With mortar teams, with third hero, maybe with knights, I think you need more than 80 supply. Which is very, very hard to manage in an even game. You know, if you're very far ahead, sure you can get away with it. That is a absolutely terrifying army. Perfect human army here. 93 supply, master training, 2-2. Riflecaster, knights.
Players' forces are under attack. The town is under siege.
If the human has a shredder, then I think you could build this army to be very, very strong also at 80 supply. But here we see there's plenty of peasants. Tree of Eternity finally going for Nature's Blessing. 20 plus supply lead. Oh, Fog Lightning. Insta-gib some peasants here. But yeah, this human army is insanely strong. Also stealing all of the roar. Yeah, no chance. No chance. The human army is better than your army. I mean... It's basically a tier 3 triple hero 100 supply army. This army should certainly beat this Night Elf army. That's for shizzle. Invis as well, Inner Fire, I mean. Only thing missing here is Polymorph. He could Polymorph actually, he's got the mana for it. Polymorph on the demon. Do it! A little bit more mana. GG it is. Fortitude with a 1-0. Interesting game. It seemed like Kaho had the perfect early game, but that push, he wasn't quite ready to defend. The Huntresses are still controversial. Do you want to make them? How many do you want to make? How much do you want to invest in them? How good are they going to be in the late game? I'm a big fan of this Fast Expo, though. Fast Expo versus Fast Expo, that's my jam. Chat is saying you should play Beastmaster first. I think there's gonna be an option to play Beastmaster for Night Elf on the new patch against MK on certain maps. This is gonna be a big Beastmaster buff. Is he gonna be really good then? I don't know. I mean, he was pretty garbage before, but make no mistake, it's a big buff. +2 main stat is a big deal, especially for first heroes. Same for the Pit Lord, of course. But Pit Lord is, I think, impossible to play as a first hero. His kit is just so bad as a first hero. Okay, so we do have Huntresses. Very early hunts this time. 2 archers into hunts, apparently.
Players' forces are under attack.
Expanding. What? He saw the human army approaching and then goes for the Tree of Life. I mean, 40 saw it, right? It was daytime? Surely he saw. Oh, Cloak of Shadows here is really good, by the way. Protecting against the surround. Okay, I mean, that's an easy cancel. That was not the right time to build this tree. You gotta wait until you got some hunts out, surely. But it was an early cancel. It doesn't slow down the mining by too much. This should still be a 7-minute mining timing. Easy kill on the archer. This early game is not looking as amazing for Kaho this time.
A player's forces are under attack. Players' forces are under attack.
Okay, we're gonna get some mercenaries hired here. Berserker only. Night Elf early game army quite strong right now. We have 2 hunts only this time. Oh, there's Shadow Priest, actually. I feel like 40 is in a fine spot here. Gonna get level 3 in a moment. Demon Hunter went far away here from this camp, trying to get the boots, which now he finally has. No TP, so no easy escape for these footies. Oh, if he surrounds the MK! Oh, that could have been a hero kill there, maybe. 40 just looking bulletproof right now. I also wonder if that Shadow Priest wasn't a waste. Demon Hunter wasn't hurt. He didn't need dispels, really. Going for the Shadow Priest seemed a bit wasteful. Planting the expansion here when there were footies heading his way seemed a bit wasteful. Oh, and another Creepjack available. Oh, killing the Shredder here would be so big. Both are spamming for the Zeppelin right now. Who's gonna get it? Oh, it's such a big deal. It's such a big deal. Zeppelin now. Oh, and it goes to Kaho. Oh my god, if he doesn't get the Zeppelin, this would have been so bad. We gotta go over to the restream here and see what's going on. They are a couple minutes ahead. Now we have jumped to the push timing. 40 pushing against the expansion. 70 supply. Double heal scroll. Kaho's bear count is looking pretty good though. Oh, the demon is dead. Oh, the demon died somewhere. We kind of missed that one. Good damage from the Blizzard here. But it's only level 1 Blizzard so far. But it's also only level 1 mana burn so far. Oh, it's another good Blizzard. Oh, TP away. Okay, Kaho holding the push for now. Supply discrepancy not that big. Time for more healing. Time for more bears. 40 also trying to heal. Back to the shop we go. Clarities, regen scrolls. And of course, the longer this goes, the better it is normally for the Night Elf. Items-wise, it seems like both don't really have much. Especially the Demon is almost naked here. He's got no tank-up items at all. That is kind of crazy, very rare. Good levels now on 40. 4-3, looking promising. Demon to final level 4. Retraining. Unusual angle of engagement here. Coming in from the other side, behind the expansion, taking out the shop. And a Moonwell right away. Oh, love to see the invis here. Invis very good. Invo potion popped early, so the Demon Hunter doesn't get Storm Bolted. Storm Bolt instead on a bear. But the Blizzard is still hitting hard. Oh, Demon. Wait, the staff was on cooldown, right? Oh, the Demon is dead! Oh, using the staff on the bear there. Probably something you can't afford when you don't have invuln anymore. Demon dead a second time. Looks like 40 is going to be the winner of this tournament. Winning all matches here. 40 continuing to look in phenomenal shape. Humans also love going for the Smirk camp here early these days. Creep routes they have changed a little bit. In the past it was always the lab first, but now the mercenaries seem to be more important than an early shredder. I'm sure we're going to be seeing a shredder later on. After all, this is Twisted. This will likely be a long game. The amount of items here so far are okay, nothing amazing. Scroll of the Beast is very bad, actually. Unless you go mass hunts. Whereas big healing for the MK is really good. We know the MK is going to be expanding. Question is, when and where and how is Kaho going to counter-expand? Or might he even go all in? No, he won't. There is the Tree of Life. Nice and early. Before the tech. Slightly. Not teching up yet. I think he wants to get the Bursey first, I guess. Very important unit for the early game.
A player's forces are under attack.
.40 also with the Bursey and the Demon. Looking for a bit of harass opportunities. He's not level 3 yet. This camp won't quite be enough. Tech for Kaho should be coming up in a moment. Got the resources now. Okay, there it is. So, Expo, Mercs, Engine of War creeping, into tech. MK with some very nice items over here. Demon Hunter needs a little bit more for that coveted level 3. Very tanky with the double gauntlets. Oh, there's a cool Ancient of War creep. That is sort of working. Almost. Oh, MK though. Perfect timing. Look for some kills. Oh, the Bursey. Oh, the Bursey's huge. Oh, the... What? What's for the Shadow Priest? Block? Wow, what a sick block. No way. Oh, if you had saved them. If you had saved them, that would have been so sick. At least the Bursey is saved. Level 2 mana burn now, eliminating all the Storm Bolts. Still 2 kills for the Mountain King. And only a single unit for Kaho. One Bursey and that's it. Wants to make another Shadow Priest here, I guess.
A town is under siege.
MK got some good right-click damage here. +9 from these items. Demon taking quite a bit of damage. Creeping the camp, getting the parry-up. He's got a lot of hit points now.
A player's forces are under
When he heals from the Moonwells, he's definitely going to have to drop those for more efficiency. Oh, wait a minute. I think the tree has to root here. To make sure it survives. Tree, eat, tree, root. Wait. Did he double-click TP? He double-clicked TP, didn't he? He double-clicked TP'd by accident. When you're not tier 2 yet, you get to the closer tier 1 main base. Oh, that was a big mistake. That cost him the Bursey. Might that cost him the game?
is under siege.
This game is looking very good for 40. Naga second, trying to finally get rid of this human headache. Dryads are still far away. Okay. Oh, Mud Golem. Ooh, that's a sick addition right now. That's so strong right here before there's Dryad Dispel.
The town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Where are the footies? Ah, they're over here. They're canceling the Entangled again. Really good play here by 40. Really good. Small mistakes by Colorful. By Kaho, excuse me. Small mistakes getting punished hard. Man, I would love to see the Moon versus 40 matchup now. So curious to see how they would match up. Still no Entangled. It's getting a bit critical. And the MK still has the big heal potion. He's probably going to use it just to stick around here and be annoying. These Dryads, they took forever.
A player's forces are under attack.
That's the downside, by the way, when you go for an expansion as fast as this. Your Expo is later. I mean, your tech is later, which means your second hero and your Dryads are later. It is harder to stabilize against the human pressure. 40 identifying this very well. Punishing very well. And so this Expo that was supposed to be very fast ends up being a lot later.
A player's forces are under attack.
40 being so aggressive though, never had the time to creep a lab, never got a shredder. So lumber later on might be a bit of a problem.
player's forces are under attack.
Tall mountain to climb for Kaho. But if he can prevent the third base, I think there might still be a way to win this. When the human plays the mass tank style, normally there will be a third base required in the end to win. And if the Night Elf is doing well, then that can sometimes be prevented, and then the human can be bled out over time.
Forces are under attack.
Khadgar's Gem of Health. Not very useful against tanks. Chat says this feels like watching the same game from the last 2 days. Yeah, to be honest, we've been seeing lots of human versus Night Elf last 2 days, and quite a few games on Twisted as well. And it is a bit repetitive at the moment, I will admit. I love these kinds of games normally, if we don't see them too often. If we see 2 or 3 every day, you know, it gets a bit boring, but it's rather unusual. Okay, third base being cleared here. Kaho has to scout this and has to cancel this. He's got bears on the way. He's way stronger on the map right now. He must prevent the third. Got a Scout Wisp now moving.
Forces are under attack.
Okay, very important now for him to make the right move. Honestly, if he doesn't cancel the third, I'm pretty sure the game's over. Okay, Scout Wisp still alive. Looks like it should be an easy cancel. 40 is still going to be weak for quite a while. Oh, don't get baited. Don't chase this army. This is the real target. Okay, Kaho knows. Alright.
A player's forces are under attack.
That was a must.
Town is under siege.
But of course, it's going to be many, many more attempts off the third base. This is also pretty nice by 40, by the way. He knows Kaho has to deal with the expansion here, so he can use just his 2 heroes to creep up a bit more. This is also very valuable. Getting the Blood Mage to 3 is going to be a huge game changer. And he's pretty close already. MK getting closer to 5 as well. And the difficult thing will be keeping this third base prevented all the time while there is tank harass happening. The first 2 tanks rolling. Forty used to be the Panzer General, playing more tanks than anybody, having more success with them than anybody. Nowadays, they are very rarely seen. Pretty much only on this map, pretty much only in this matchup. Okay, actually we see them sometimes against Undead. In low numbers. And look at that. Surgical strike by 40. Comes in, easy snipe on the Tree of Life. Is there a Shredder, by the way? Wait. Kaho doesn't have a Shredder. Oh, that is definitely a mistake. Needs to get one. The lumber's looking okay right now, but this might be changing very, very soon. I like the Ancient of War here. And this Tree of Life is also a nice touch. Hasn't been spotted yet.
Under siege.
Once it is, though, tanks might be able to take it out easy. There's the Shredder. Finally. Normally want to have some bears in the main base, some Ancients of War in the main base to have better defense against tanks. Kaho has none of that. This game has not been going well enough for him to have those spare resources to be able to go for these defensive investments.
A player's forces are under attack.
And 40's creeping so much. If the Night Elf has a great game on this map, he's always chasing the human around the map, preventing him from creeping, and also preventing the third base, while defending his own bases against tanks. Item here, Khadgar's Gem. is okay. Incredible item on this map is Spell Shield in this matchup. But neither player got that. Dude, the Blood Mage is 3 already. That is so sick. And already, 40 is winning the mana game here. The mana war.
The town is under siege.
Another Stormbolt. Easy kill on the Knight if there's no staff. But there's a staff. Ah, and there's another desync. This is the only way we can do it for this tournament. In the show matches later, we should be able to join the lobby. So hopefully this stuff doesn't happen again. So, 40, it looks like he finally got his third base. He's going to be TPing out here. Interesting army. Knight, Griffin, and Motor Team. And not even too many tanks here by 40. But strong heroes. MK about to get 5. Blood Mage 3. Pally getting closer to 3 as well. And normally on this map, ideally, as Night Elf, you want to have a Panda. Better in the late game on high level, and certainly also better against tanks. Is the stream muted? No. Stream not muted. Oh yeah, I hope you will allow me this stretch. I slept very poorly last night. I tried to go to bed early at like 10:30 p.m. already, and then I couldn't fall asleep until 2 a.m. and then I kept on snoozing off, waking up, snoozing off, waking up until like 10 a.m. this morning. But you know, there's always a good side to being underslept. When you're underslept and very tired in the day, that normally means you can sleep better the next evening. That is my hope for tonight. Pray for me, boys. Somebody has to pray for Kaho as well, because it seems like 40 is in a wonderful position here. Cool army. Mortars, Gyros, Knight, Griffin. So he's got counters to everything that Kaho has. At least that's the hope, that's the idea, that's what he is planning for on paper. Mortars against the Dryads, Gyros against the Talons, and the Knights, I mean the Griffins against the Bears, excuse me. So many different units in my brain. Kaho though, slight supply lead, but the levels now on 40 are really good. 5-3-3, triple staff. He sold the Khadgar's Gem of Health, which I feel like might be a mistake. Having tankier heroes here can be quite helpful. Main bases, by the way, expired. 40 has 1,000 gold, but he's not producing. He's taking way too long to respond to this attack. What? What was he even waiting for? He didn't even have production coming up. He's still sitting at 68 supply. Almost nice. Okay, he's going for 2 expansions now at the same time. If I was Kaho here, I would definitely want to go for anti-magic as well. Anti-magic's so good here against Stormbolt, against Siphon. Oh, and we're seeing Talon Master Training. Maybe a bit of Cyclone. You know, I feel like Kaho is looking better and better, actually. He's got the big army here. That's a big mana burn. Yeah, this Night Elf army late game is really, really powerful. Ooh, Blood Mage goes down! Oh, shit! Hold the phone, senor. That's pretty sick, man. Kaho, good counterplay against the tank lane. Keeps taking out these expos. Maybe 40 under defending the third base. Sometimes we see humans making 6, 8, 10 towers there with masonry. 40 only had 2 towers. Those were easily taken out. And all of a sudden, I think the game has flipped. in the Night Elf's favor. Oh, trying to take out the third base. The damage should be enough. The TP is... Oh, interrupted. That was last second. Mana is oftentimes the problem then in the end game. It's so hard for the human heroes to get back to full mana. Level 3 mana burn. Pretty good. Strong comeback here by Kaho. Absolutely. He was in a tough position earlier. It feels to me like Twisted Meadows is becoming more and more of a Night Elf map. Oh, great scout. Look at that. The Demon Hunter sees the Expo attempt on the island. Whole army in tow. TP out. That might mean we rather go to the other island. Mass Gyro lame. Not quite enough damage here though. Forty looking towards the red camp, and in the meantime, his main base under assault. Tough position now for the human. Also, his army isn't looking convincing at all. He's got one knight, 2 mortars, 2 griffins, and a whole bunch of gyros. 2 tanks across the map. Those are going to force the TP, actually. Gyros taking out Moonwell is also very annoying. The gyros are doing pretty well here. Could the gyros beat the dryads in a straight up battle? Probably not, right? I wonder. Same upgrades, same amount of gold. Do dryads win or gyros win? Because they're both kind of shitty against each other. Dryad spears don't work against gyros. Gyro ground damage is just very low. Do gyros get slowed by dryads? No. Dryad slow poison does not work against mechanical. It's also why they're very bad against tanks and against wagons and statues. Oh, big move here by Kaho. He's at the lab. Wait, does he have a Zeppelin? Oh, wait, that's Talons. That's a Talon airborne attack, if I see that right, up in the north. That's super sick. Talons taking to the skies. Can land on the island with ease. Ooh, and they should have enough. Oh, wait, the power build. Oh, it's close. Oh, dude, that's just a couple seconds away. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. 3 seconds away, the power build gets cancelled. That might be GG. Kaho still with 2 expos running in the corners. Forty not giving up yet. How many peasants he has left? Oh, wait. 2. 2 or 1? Wait, it's at 2. Oh, he lost 1 peasant to the creeps. He's got 1 peasant left. Disaster. Bad item for 40 here. He gets the Fellstalker. That's the summon with mana burn. It used to have 100 mana burn. There it was quite strong. Now it's 50 mana burn, which makes it Total garbage. Yeah, these island item drops are still very imbalanced. Some are completely broken, and some are completely useless. Okay, here we go. Gyros fighting against Talons. Talons landing, though. Oh, Zeppelin, 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 Zeppelin! Oh, crash and burn. But there's a TP. I mean, this is over now, right? Surely? 40 still only one peasant. Back to 50 supply only. Double level 6 Knight of Heroes. I'm always very worried when I see Naga second against tank play. It seems like the Naga is just so bad against tanks, no Breath of Fire and all that. But we've seen now a number of games where the Naga still was enough in the end. The tanks weren't able to overwhelm. By the way, the score here says 1-0. Infi, you gotta update that, bro. It's 2-0. Can you dodge a Stormbolt, by the way, when you go crow form up down? No, right? You also can't dodge Stormbolt with bear form. But you can dodge Ensnare with bear form, which is weird. Wait, you can dodge it? Really? I feel like you guys are making that up. If there's one thing I've learned over the years is that Twitch chat will just say shit without knowing it, just for fun. And since 2026, they like to say shit just to annoy people and get mentioned. The kids call that rage bait. Kaho looking pretty here. Lots of gold, 3 mining bases. Doesn't even have Naga ultimate, actually. Oh, Cyclone. Double Cyclone. Oh, the staffs are on cooldown. No Cosmodan for the MK here. Opens up the Cyclone. Boop. There he goes. GG. Kaho wins map 3. Alright. Nice. Very good. Not a clean sweep here. Maybe a chance for Kaho to take this game after all. We continue. MK first on Concealed Hill. This can be kind of hard to make work, right? You have to take your time to creep the expo. It's pretty tough. You can't creep it right away. Normally MK loves to go for a very fast expo here. This time around it's going to be a little bit on the later side. And if there's pressure, might be painful. We see an early Hunter's Hall indeed. I would say that makes quite a bit of sense on this map.
Under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Remo, are you afraid the French will invade? You know, in recent history, it rather went the other way. So I feel like we haven't been afraid of that since the little dude from Corsica. Did you guys watch the Napoleon movie? It was so bad. Oh my god. Makes me so sad watching Ridley Scott movies, you know, these days. Some of them are very, very good. Like, The Last Duel was amazing. The Martian, I think, also is amazing. I love that film. Great feel-good movie. But so many are so bad, dude. The Robin Hood movie? Jesus. The Napoleon movie. And I'm forgetting one or two. He's made so many garbage movies recently. Alright, in the end it turns out the expansion here is easily crept. Look how many militia 40 brought. He was worried that perhaps pressure might be coming, but pressure isn't coming. Demon was just purely creeping, getting level 3 here quick. Took a lot of damage though. May have to take a little trip to a health fountain. It's 2 archers into hunts again. Oh, and a wisp! There's an arcane tower here though. Do you really want to staff in when there's an arcane tower? Maybe not. He could staff over here. But the window is closing. Demon Hunter holding the second skill point for quite a while. Looking at the wisp. Nothing happening yet. He's just chilling right now, just healing. What about the last Zack Snyder movies? I think Zack Snyder only had one good movie. That was 300. No, wait. What's the other one? Watchmen was also good. But Zack Snyder's not a good filmmaker. He's just like, whatever. Did he do Sin City? Wait, did he do Sin City? Okay, if he did Sin City, then yeah, that's a great movie. But still, I don't think he's a great filmmaker. You know who my favorite director is? Living director? Working director? It's Denis Villeneuve. That guy is the shit. He's the one with Sicario, Dune, Prisoners. Very famous by now. A true artiste. So far this Hunts play has done like basically nothing. 40 has defended really well up until now. Immolation here not even doing much damage. How are these Huntresses looking so irrelevant? One more Stormbolt. Where were the mana burns? We didn't really see them. Ooh, surround. Not quite closed. Good escape here for the Naga. But there's like no damage on the human army. Perfect militia pulls by 40. Doing this really well, man. This can be a scary moment. Level 3 Demon Hunter showing up with Naga and Hunts. And 40 just pushes it away with ease. Perfect collapse of the army plus militia. And that's very bad, dude. If you're playing Hunts and you're not getting early game control / dominance... Oh, he cancelled the staff! Kaho! Oh, it is not looking good. He's not looking good for Kaho. No good, no senor. Okay. Gotta time out a dude in the chat for 14 days. Why are you being so aggressive, man? That's unnecessary. MK out of mana now, but there's a bash. Ooh, things get scary. How is 40 still so dominant? He's playing footies against Hunts. He's playing MK against Demon, mana burn and stuff. Maybe at least the Shredder can be claimed. Okay, a little bit of a success.
A player's forces are under attack.
Both Dune movies were amazing. Looking forward to the third. I think they were very nice. I didn't read the books. I know many people who read the books were disappointed, but that's a good thing when you didn't read the book. You know, you can't be disappointed by the movie too much. I still think it was made very well. The way he introduced, especially the world in the first one. I like the first Dune movie better than the second, but I like them both. I gotta say, I feel like the casting isn't very good. Timothée Chalamet and Zendaya, these two seem to be in every movie right now, and I feel like they're kind of overrated. I don't think they're that good, really. And also, sometimes the acting is just way over the top. In the first movie, there's this housekeeper woman, Maeve is her name, and she's talking about the toothpick dagger, whatever, and she completely loses her shit and starts screaming like she has a mental breakdown. I feel like the casting and acting direction is a little bit off with the Dune movies. So I feel like they're not really perfect, but I do still like them. Also, a moment of overacting was Raban, Dave Bautista. I would say he also wasn't great in that movie. Christopher Walken also was a weird casting choice, if you ask me. So it seems like 40 really has this game now in full control, right? He was able to deal with the Huntress pressure very, very well, stabilized, now building his big army. And this one base, Bear Bust, the later it hits, the worse it is. Time is quickly running out for Kaho here. Looking very good for 40 to win this grand final. A little bit of a farm wall here, leading to a supply block. 40 though, reacting quickly, making mass farms in the back. Farms bought time. Town Hall has not taken too much damage yet, but you gotta respect the damage, man. That is Siege Bears. Oh, the Blizzard though. Very nice here as well. And this Knight of Army quickly is disappearing, kind of. Certainly running low on hit points. Doesn't have a heal scroll here. 40 had one healing up. MK pretty hurt, but he's got the big healing potion. That one is grande. 40 just ready for everything this game. Seemingly outplaying Kaho. Kaho not having that X factor here to really assert his game.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, wait a minute though. Maybe he can take out the Town Hall. TPing in. Is it in time? Oh, the Town Hall's gone. Town Hall gone for sure. Wait a minute. Big snipe. It could be rebuilt. But that's gonna be a lot of gold lost, that's for sure. MK really hurt as well. Ooh, I was wondering if he maybe wasn't paying attention, but he was. There's a mana pot as well. Yo, did Kaho just pull the coals out of the fire? The fountain healing there was great for him. Good escape. Look at all these hurt bears. Saved in the main base. Alright. Expo being remade. Very expensive. Another 600 gold necessary for this power build. And of course, no mining the entire time. I think in the chat right now there's a debate going on about how safe Berlin is. Interesting. Well, I can't really talk on that subject. I've been to Berlin a couple of times, but normally I was in casting studios for the most part. I gotta say, the casting studios felt pretty safe. Nobody took advantage of me, sadly. Just kidding. Yeah, every time I went to Berlin, I was like, okay, maybe I'm gonna start to get a feel for the city, and I never did. Like every other city I ever went to, Hamburg, Munich, Cologne, you know, Karlsruhe, Stuttgart, whatever. I felt like when I was there like 2, 3, 4 days, I got kind of a feel for the city. But Berlin feels so big, man. It's just so many districts, so many different hoods. I never really could, you know, get a handle on what the vibe was, so to speak. And that's not even a very big city, right? Like, in Europe alone, Paris, London, and Moscow, way bigger. And if we're talking international, boys, like, going to Tokyo freaks me out. Like, I know it's not just the city itself, it's the metro area, whatever. Yeah, I get it. You're very Reddit smart. But still, the metro area of Tokyo being like 40 million people. Dude, that gives me anxiety. That's just too much. I would love to go to Japan, but I think I would rather go somewhere else. A little bit more rural, maybe. We still have a game here, by the way. We got a strong Demon Hunter now. Very tanky. Looking good on level 5. Should give him that evasion, though. That would be very nice. MK only level 3. Same for the Archmage. If Kaho can pull this off, we're going to go to a map 5 decider. One minute until the Expo Mines. Smart positioning here by Kaho. Getting into the right spot for a counterattack. Ooh. Zeppelin scout above the trees. Nice. Keeping it alive.
Players' forces are under attack.
And again, TP back is forced. We have a big army now by 40. I wonder, maybe you should just push north here and push all the way into the main base. Clearly, Kaho is trying to buy as much time here as he can for his own expo. Looking a bit reminiscent of Moon's playstyle. The thing is, he still has 3 hunts, which are kind of garbage. Oh, fight position here would be sick for the human army. MK staffing in, I thought with a heal scroll, but not really. 1-2 upgrade on the knights, I mean on the breakers, looking really good. 2-1 on the bears. Big mana burn. Good blizzard here, but the question is how many is he gonna have? Maybe not too many more. Huge mana burn there once again. And boom! Just like that. Minus 450 mana. Have fun with your spells now, human army. 40 cutting back towards the main base. Losing some units here. Very good breaker wall now. But where's the damage, by the way? He's got 1 rifleman. DPS in the human army seems a little underwhelming. Good heal scroll though, that was a lot of healing. Demon Hunter hurt. Oh, this time he has the staff, remember? On Autumn Leaves. Didn't have the staff ready. Demon surviving. Healing up, that was the last bit of the moon juice, pretty much. And zoop. We zoom back in. Yo, sick comeback by Kaho. I thought 40 had this in the bag. But now it is looking different. MK really hurt. Oh, almost dead. Priest heal really good over time for continuous healing, but not very good for instant healing back to green. Demon Hunter's so tanky here. But why doesn't he have the wand of... I mean, the talisman of evasion on him? A lot of losses on both sides. Night Elf slightly ahead in supply. That's great news for the Night Elf player. There's somehow still Huntress alive over here. Maybe not for too much longer. Uh-oh. Next Fog Lightning ready in a moment. Archmage goes down. Huge experience for the Naga. Demon Hunter returning only now. And that is game. And we do get a 5th map decider. Damn. Kaho. With the early game and mid game Huntress pressure plays... didn't have any success. It was a perfect defense by 40. Which Warcraft 3 race has the highest crime rate? I would say Undead, right? Undead, like their code of ethics is... do they have one? I mean, not really. They have like a hive mind. They do whatever the hive mind says. Is there even crime when there's a hive mind? You know, philosophical questions. I mean, orcs are pretty warlike, but don't they always talk about honor? Isn't honor so important to the orcs? You know, maybe if I had read more Warcraft books, I would know a little bit more about the lore. I know that sometimes we have some Warcraft book geniuses, lore geniuses in the chat. Undead literally have a drug lord. Wait, undeads have a drug lord? Who's the drug lord? Sylvanas?
A town is under siege.
Okay, seems like that answer is not being given by chat. The Taurens probably the most peaceful? Yeah, definitely. Taurens are chill, bro. Love the Taurens. My favorite part about the Rexar campaign was the Taurens. Favorite part of playing World of Warcraft many, many years ago was Taurens. Malgore, bro. Such a chill place. Thunder Bluff. And, of course, my favorite unit is the Tauren. Oh, now. Hoof to the head. But okay. I'm distracting myself too much. Guys, chat, stop distracting me. Let's take a look at this game. Demon Hunter so far, only level 1. Got the AM on 2. Lower levels tend to favor the human player, I'd say. Demon Hunter is going to be extremely important later on. You need to have good levels. You need to have good items to hold against the push, usually. So, some more creeping will have to be done at some point. Here it is. Ancient of War taking out this camp. The great thing about this camp is, usually you get quite reliably defensive items here, which is very good for the demon. Claws of Attack. Okay, that's the one damage item from this camp, I guess, along with Circlet. Not exactly helps with defense, but it is still very good, especially for the Naga later. There she is. But yeah, we want some rings on the demon. What's that Beyonce song again? If you blah 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 put a ring on it? Wait. If you... Okay, I want to make a reference here and I totally failed. I'm sorry guys, I don't know Beyonce lyrics too well. The point is though, if you're being serious, then you need to put a ring on it, right? If you want to have a serious Demon Hunter, you need to put a ring on that bad boy. If you like it, put a ring on it. I mean, there's the verse is longer than that, though, isn't it? Okay, I'm again distracting myself. I'm very distracted today. What's going on? Let's lock in. Next camp here for the demon should be level 3. But the stat situation is terrible. This demon has nothing. There's a little agitome here. Last hit. Goes to the Night Elf. That's a shitty item. Scroll of the Beast. Pretty unlucky. That is probably the worst. And there is the mana gone already.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, now Creepjack time the other way around, but the militia should be pretty strong here in this early tier 2 fight. Ooh, Priest. Nicely saved. Was looking for a snipe there, was Kaho, didn't quite get it. Ooh, Demon. May have to TP away here. And there are some shots flying.
My back to Warcraft son is born. You can choose a name, Remo.
Yo, Philomatico with the resub. Thank you very much. Congratulations on the offspring. I choose the name. Okay. I've actually had this discussion before. If I had a kid, what would I name it? And to be honest, I have no good suggestions for girl names. There's none that I really feel very strongly about, but there are a couple of boy names that I like a lot. I will give you my number 1 right now. Claudius. Banger name, isn't it?
A player's forces are under attack.
Ooh, that's a nice item. Ancient Django. 40 here, creeping in the middle, getting a lot of consumables. Oh, these are so good. Big invul and double big healing. This is so good. It's going to make it very hard for the Blood Mage to be taken out. He's going to be able to tank a lot against the bear chasing army. Ooh, and there it is. First Invul Potion required immediately. Big mana burn though, a little bit of a Wisp block as well. Banish, of course, also being used. Banish dispelled by the Wisp here, actually. Still Invul on the Blood Mage getting healed by the Priest, and now mana completely gone. No mana burn anymore to worry about. Still both heal potions available. And the first bear goes down. Naga now level 3. Hopper Venom so far on the Demon Hunter. Ooh, Blood Mage. Holding on to the heal potion here. He was 1 hit away, I think, from dying. Seems to me like so far this push is going pretty well for 40. Holding on to a bit of a supply lead here. And healing might be running low very soon. Another bear going down. Oh, forces for Kaho are dwindling. He's begging for nighttime right now. Once we got Moon Juice kicking in again, things might start looking better. Some towers now being set up, but we're back to 50-50 supply. Orb of Venom now in the Naga. I think that is also the better carrier. Demon items are still looking very weak, man. Normally want the demon to be a stat monster. That is absolutely not the case here. Nighttime very soon. How are we spending our money? More bears and more wisps. And on the other side, more rifles. Tower so far not coming up. 40 now kiting out. Away from the Night Elf army. Maybe a bit afraid of this mass bear force heading his way. Got one Fog Lightning again. Boom! There it is. No kills though. Blood Mage still with lots of mana. Could be spamming some more Banish here again. Not doing that too much here, interestingly. Could use a Banish. Siphon a Bear. Maybe. Yeah, okay, there's the Banish.
A town is under siege.
Alright, we're gonna reset here for a moment. Back to the shop we go. Heal scrolls, hugely important. Of course, off of one base in upkeep. Now there's minimal income for 40. Can't afford these items along with reinforcements too easily. It is nighttime. Do we have Wellspring? Oh, no, we don't. Oh, cow. I think you really need Wellspring, don't you? It's very cheap in gold. And he's got the lumber for it. Oh man, Kaho, that's such a value upgrade. Wellspring. He could get it now. I guess he's making wisps, he's making bears. But isn't Wellspring worth the expense? I would think so. Anyway, let's take out the fight. We got some detonates here also coming in against the Banish and the Slow. That's pretty cool actually. One well-placed detonate can dispel a lot of mana. Speaking of Dispel. Also against the anti-magic. Kaho again successfully pushing out the human army very far. Hasn't lost a bear in a... What? What? Wait. What happened to the Archmage? Yo, what? I didn't even see what was happening. I was looking at something else. Okay, GG. Kaho wins map 5. Man, I was totally blind here. What the hell happened? I have to watch the VOD of this later. Here the AM is still very healthy. When did he lose all that HP? Oh, now he's losing a lot. Ooh, yeah, when the bears get to him. Ouch. Anti-magic. Oh my god, dude. He just stood still for like half a second, and all of a sudden, Orb of Venom kicking in. Yeah, I totally missed that, how hurt the AM was. Just standing there in the back, not getting healed. Boop! One shot, there he goes. Okay, Kaho, very well done. Reverse sweep.